and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and we're here today to do a full review episode. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in, let's have a good time. All my returning viewers, you know how we do, let's get on with the show. So this is a full review of the Barefoot Riesling. Before we go any further, step one, episode one is called Off the Rip. I get the bottle home, crack it open, pour it in a glass, have a drink, share my first impressions with you because first impressions count. They really do. Part two, where we're at here right now, is called the full review, where I give this bottle enough time and space, actually I give that enough time and space, to open up, if it will, for better or for worse, it is what it is. I go on the internet, maybe even talk to some people. I know, scary, right? I find out as much information, or next to nothing. I come back and hopefully I make it into a video of less than 10 minutes because anything more than that seems to drop off. So that's where we are today. And in part three, we're going to go all the way down to the last bit, the final pour, thusly named. We pour that in a glass. We compare it to the first pour of the bottle and everything in between. So today we're doing the part two full review, Barefoot Riesling, coming in at 8% ABV. Give you a good little look at the bottle. This is a relatively popular brand, pretty much everywhere. Grocery stores, wine and bottle stores. You see right there, it is 8%. It comes from California. Refreshingly sweet. It is pretty good. There is all the information on the back. I'm going to go ahead and let you read over that. I don't think I went to the actual web. I gotta start doing that. I keep forgetting that sometimes they do put websites information on the back of the bottle, and I forget to check that one. But of the nearly dozen different websites and review places that I went to, all I got was opinions. Now this is a Barefoot branded light wine or white wine. It does have a nice golden color, kind of that of champagne. We'll break out Mr. Randy's handy dandy whiskey color scale. Off camera, I think is probably going to fit best with, we'll go with pale gold. I think we went originally with pale straw, but with better lighting, I think it's coming out as a pale gold. We'll say pale straw, pale gold, what have you. The nose has actually opened up a little bit more. I do have some more mellow sweet characters. It has been quite a while. I think the last light wine I had was a Chardonnay. I think I did do a review of that Chardonnay. So I paid just under $6 out the door for this. I did get this at my local grocery store, H-E-B. That's our main store here in Texas. If you're on the East Coast, it's probably Publix. If you have a Winn-Dixie in your neighborhood, let me know. Fun fact, that was Mr. Randy's very first job, working at Winn-Dixie. It's a grocery store in the southeast region area. So let's go ahead and get on the palate. It's a little softer, a little smoother. The brightness of that sweetness has sort of turned down a little bit. So we are on day 3. I did skip a day between Off the Rip and today. So we did let it sit for about 24 to 48 hours. I'd say probably closer to 48. It's much more enjoyable than Off the Rip. It's kind of chilled out a little bit. This would probably be a good wine to have. This is more of a sweeter wine. It's a mildly sweet wine. Something to have maybe, they say you can pair it. I mean, pairings is personal preference. You can pair it with whatever you want. Somebody said they can pair some deep, rich, bitter wines with like pizza. I guess, to each their own. I still want to try that. I'm gonna get a pizza and that red wine, and we're gonna see how that works. But it does have a nice palate. There is that bitter sweetness that comes from the process and the fermentation and whatnot of the grapes. It does have a nice sweetness. I did not get next to anything other than what's being presented right here. It's 8%. It's a Riesling. It's mildly, refreshingly sweet. It comes from California. It's one I know it's always got these kind of stickers on it. And people just say, it's good for the price. I agree. It's pretty good for the price. It doesn't have that high, spiky sweetness, but it's very nice and mellow and sweet, but not too sweet like candy. Most would say it's probably a good dessert wine. Maybe have it with some baked goods, like some cakes or something. So the palate's nice. It's slightly fruit, like a light fruit. Of course, because it's made from white grapes and stuff like that, but nothing too heavy, nothing too dark. My score on this, probably going to put it at a solid 3 out of 5. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good, mildly sweet, refreshing wine. And it's roughly $5. I think a solid 3 out of 5 would be just fine for this. My fair price, I'm going to leave it alone. I think it's low enough. Not going to mess with it. Would I buy this again? Of course, if you know how we do on the channel. I have so many bottles to go through, so many to look forward to. Going backwards, no. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing that I would say definitely not going to, but I don't see a need to at this point. Maybe someday, if I'm ever looking for something very much up this alley, I would definitely consider this. It would definitely be in the running. So there it is. Let me go ahead and get one more. And it's not chilled. This is room temperature. But it is also very nice chilled. I usually don't drink my red wines chilled. I drink them room temperature. Light wines, white wines can be chilled, like Chardonnay and whatnot. All a matter of preference. But there it is. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about light wines? Riesling. Have you had this one? Let me know. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.